Anyway, so this is an updated Q&A. I did ask you comments. Hi babesba. Abantu besifazane ababhizi abakhuluma ngezinto ezinomsoco, izinto ezine impact. Keep it moving. Keep it polite, keep it cute, keep it ladylike, but leave me alone. Simple. So I think my relationship with God now has come to a place where I have really decided to be honest with myself. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Sbahle Mkhize and this is my channel. If you are a regular tegila, a regular liker, a regular sharer, honey, thank you so much for coming back once again. And if you're new here today, welcome to the channel. Make sure that you click that subscribe button so you can join the regulars. Okay my love, so we are on the road to 28k, so do make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. It will mean the world to me and it literally costs you nothing. Okay loves, so as you can see by the title, we are finally doing the very updated Q&A. I haven't done it in 2023. I think the last time I did it was in 2021. I'm not sure if I did one in 2022. Anyway, so this is an updated Q&A. I did ask you guys to come through and send some questions on Instagram and YouTube, and you guys had some amazing questions, quite a lot of them. So I went through them and I selected a few that I felt like were being repeated, and yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. But before we get into the questions, let's get into this face, because I know in the comments, you know, Gucci, I made the effort for this video. Firstly, hair, honey. So I traveled all the way to Shanghai to do my hair. I really wanted to do a leave out, so I went to official hair official by A, which is Angel. So Angel does hair in Shanghai and she also does makeup, so I decided let me get my face done as well, and she did a natural soft glam. So I'll put everything on the screen. Check out her YouTube channel, not her YouTube channel, her Instagram page, and support, man. It's like really nice to see girls doing amazing things and making sure that we take care of ourselves and look good. And she's very, very talented, honey. My hair is very, very short and she was able, like, it hasn't been doing well. Like, my hair is long but it's not long all the way through. It hasn't been doing well this winter. So anyway, we did a leave out. And you know, we were able to hide the uneven hair, and it's not like perfect, but I love it, you know what I mean? Like, the hair is perfect, everything looks good, and you know, I love it so much. So I highly, highly recommend her. Makeup also feels so beautiful, so I thought let me sit down and shoot a bunch of content so that I can get it out of the way. So I thought, why not use this time and this face and this hair to shoot all this amazing content. So yeah, hair by Angel, makeup by Angel, necklace by KK from Limi. Check it out. I'll also put all their things in the description box. Okay, let's start. I'm so excited. Okay, so I have all my questions here, guys, and I'm gonna keep looking down. Also, please forgive me, the lighting in my house today is not lightening, and like, I'm trying shooting in the living room. I might need some new lights, I don't know, because I didn't want to shoot in the spare room. In the last video I felt like there was an echo, but yeah, let me know what you guys think about this lighting. Also, did I tell you guys how long this hair is? I think it's 22 inches. I'll put it on the screen if I know I have to just go through our chats and tell you guys, and then I'll put it on the screen. Anyway, let's start. First question. So we're gonna go through all the YouTube questions and then we're gonna go on the Instagram questions. So the first question is, what is on your 2024 vision board? Like, I love how we are talking about vision boards in March. Like, 2024 is within, you know, and I feel like this year is going so fast. But to answer the question, I'm a firm believer in carrying over your vision board from the previous year into the new year. I haven't disregarded my previous one, and so in my previous one I did having 50k subscribers, and I know that that is a goal that's going to be approaching soon, and so I've put it in my vision board because that is what I'm working towards. I also have property ownership. I have making good wholesome friendships where you know, we are there for each other through thick and thin. So I've got like a picture of these three ladies kind of holding together and kind of laughing, and for me the number as well is quite key. Like, I really wanted to take care of the small friends that I do have, because life has shown me that, you know, it's not about the quality, it's not about the quantity, but the quality. And myself being someone who has a really big personality, I've always felt that friends are people that you meet and it's like, oh, I know them from here, da 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 da. I make friends everywhere I go, but really friendship goes deeper than that. And so I really wanted to have something like that on my vision board. What else do I have? I've got future plans like marriage, kids, degrees. I want to get more degrees. I want to get better with my content creation. I want to make it more full-time in the future. Family, God, of course. And I've got yeah, just like a lot of things, a lot of areas in my life that I want to see fruits getting, you know, to see fruits and see fruits coming through in different areas of my life is really something that I feel like is a vision that anyone should have for any area of their life. So just like fruitful things happening in my life, as well as kind of targeted goals like saving a specific amount of money, reaching a certain amount of subscribers, going to certain countries, yeah, what else? Oh, and on my vision board I had actually palm trees and things like that. So it's funny that I went to Bali this year, so that kind of came into fruition. So yeah, that's on my vision board. I hope, yeah. And oh, and hosting, like I had a mic on there last year. I put a mic on the vision board last year, and it's funny how last year we ended up hosting 3 luncheons, and now I feel like God is planting another seed for me to host different kind of events. So that's going to be coming up this year, so look out for that. Okay, let's talk about the next question. Is please talk about your life with God. I believe you are where you are because of God. Thank you, Miss Bam. You are 100% right, ke lapho sana. I am where I am because of God. Like, there were situations that I felt like, okay, God is done with me. Like, I have lost, you know, any chance of getting out of the situation. Like, there's nothing happening after this. And God takes me out of that. I do not deserve to be there. And so God is such a merciful God. And for me, in my life, when I look at my life and I look back, for me, it's how God has always been there for me, even when I turn my back against him. And I think, okay, I've got this. I can handle it now. I don't need to pray every day. I don't need to go to church. I don't need to read the word. Like, you know, so I think my relationship with God now has come to a place where I have really decided to be honest with myself and stop running away from him, and also facing, you know, the things that cause me a lot of hurts, cause me a lot of pain, my fears, and so my conversations with God now look like, Lord, I don't know what to do. I'm lost. I don't know what to say. Where do I go from here? And less of asking for things, because I found that he really knows what I need and when I need it, and he'll give it to me when I need it. I obviously have, you know, desires, and I ask him, Lord, I really want this, I really want this. But my prayer is that, Lord, in your time, you know. And you know, I remember when I moved to China, I told you guys this story. The first time I did everything, I jumped through hurdles and, you know, big things. Like, I went through a lot to get here, and then God humbled me, and he was like, no, you're gonna go back and do it again and start afresh, and this time I'm going to be with you on the journey, you know. And so it's so important to learn from that, guys. Even when you're listening to it, like, invite him, bring him, like, asking him to be with you along every single journey that you go through, every single thing you go through in your life. So yeah, guys, God has been very merciful to me, even when I'm not deserving. And for now, all I can say is that, to answer this question, my life with God, my journey with God is a patient one, a loving one, a vulnerable one, and just, yeah, like one that is mine, and it never looks like anyone else's. And I think that's the most important thing. Like, if you can make your relationship with God, like, it's like having a relationship with any parent, like any father, like we all have different relationships with our fathers, some good, some bad, but the key thing, I think, for me is that you need to nurture it, and you need to make an effort, because, you know, that's how you build relationship, that's how you get to know each other. And obviously with us and with God, it comes with reading the Bible, you know, what he says about things, how to handle things, you know. And so yeah, I hope that answers your question. The next question is, hi Svahle, what informs your decision-making process, and how do you do a background check on schools to ensure that they don't screw you over? Okay, this is a great question. I've actually done a video about this when it came to identifying red flags in schools, and so I'm going to put it in this video's description box. But just to give you 5 top things: number 1, if I can ask them prior, or rather in the interview, ask them really, what are you guys doing for professional development? Tell me more about, you know, what you guys are doing to ensure that we as your employees are well taken care of. So medical aid, things like that, flight allowance, all those kind of things. Also, you can ask things like, can I speak to some of your employees? Sorry guys, I've got a timer on. Can I talk to your employees? Can I get into contact with them? Also asking about the school in different groups, WeChat groups or Facebook groups. And then lastly, I think also gut feeling is such a big thing. Like in the interview process, if you feel like these people are not, you know, giving you good energy and you're not getting a good vibe from them, especially the person who's interviewing you, really listen in on that. For me, it's God. For you, it might be something else, but listen in on that, because most of the time you might be right. If something is off, you might be right, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's how I will answer this question for now, but also check out the video because that'll be very helpful. Okay, so the next question is, hi Swahle, I was wondering if you have any Chinese friends, and is it hard to make Chinese friends? Love what you are doing with your channel and can't wait to enjoy more videos. Thank you so much, and thank you for watching and just engaging with my content. So I don't think it's difficult to make Chinese friends in terms of when I talk about if you are a teacher and you are, working for a school and there are Chinese employees as well, because a lot of the time when you are an English teacher, an ESL teacher, you have co-teachers, so you spend a lot of time with each other. And I've found that over the years in all the different cities and schools that I've been in, I have been able to easily make friends, work friends to say. So yeah, you can definitely make friends outside of work. For me, I've not had that kind of relationship with anyone in my time here. I think one of the reasons why is because I gravitate a lot towards South Africans, just because outside of work, you know, you really want to be able to speak isiZulu and, you know, get out and do things that people that you find in common with other people. But it doesn't mean that, you know, Chinese people, we don't have things in common with each other. I definitely get on with a lot of my colleagues at work, and you know, it's cordial, it's nice, we make nice jokes, like kumnandi. But you know, to make time outside of work is that extra effort. I think it's just an effort thing, and if you are intentional, and so you can, I feel like you would be able to. I probably would too if I made an effort. But yeah, so yeah, to answer your question, it's not difficult. You can do it if you want to. If it's organic, it happens. If it doesn't, no bad vibes, you know what I mean? So yeah. Next question, what is your dream job? Do you enjoy, or do you still enjoy living in China? So my dream job is being a full-time content creator and homemaker, so that I can do all my amazing lunch-ons. So my full-time job, or my full-time bio, let's do that. Content creator, speaker, mom, wife, business entrepreneur, blah blah blah, something like that. That's my dream thing, like my dream bio, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's, and of course I'm still enjoying living in China. Love it here so much. China's been so good to me. I'm so grateful. Just like I feel like every year there's something new. Like this year, we are women in sports, we are women in luncheons, we are like, love it for us. So it's been such an evolution for me, and a full circle moment, because I used to play sports a lot in primary school and high school. If you know me from Maritzburg, you'll know how I used to be in the sports, and so to be doing that at 31 and, you know, living abroad, it's just like, what a blessing, you know? So yeah. Next question. Hey Sba, you have an unforgettable personality. Thank you so much. From whom do you think you get it from? Or what has contributed to your confidence and zeal to be alive? This is such a great question, and it made me think like about my childhood and what kind of childhood I had, because I think that's a big factor in personality and where you draw your confidence from, and how your confidence and your personality was nurtured. And so when I think about my upbringing, like my grandparents, I grew up with my grandparents, I've told you guys, which were my mom's parents, and they were like, they allowed us to do, like, not do whatever, because it was very disciplined in our household, but like if a song came on the TV, like let's dance, and they just watch us dance with my cousins. And we used to play like presenter, like, you know, play presenter, play your TV, and we used to do that for them, and they used to just laugh at us, and they wouldn't like make us feel bad. And so I honestly think my personality and my like ukuthanda kwami ukukhuluma and to be in front of people, like was I just dancing? I'm the first one in the middle. So I think they really nurtured that for us. And you might look at it as something as it's them trying to entertain themselves, but it planted something inside of me. It gave me the confidence to be able to stand in front of people and speak and dance and sing, So honestly, I really believe it's a huge role is played by my grandparents in the evolution of my personality and my confidence. But I also think that, rather another thing is really being able to find my voice and, being able to, be fearless. Like, I think a lot of my personality, yes, comes from growing up, and then once I grew up, I saw that there's so much power in being fearless and being okay with growth and getting out of your comfort zone. So I've never been afraid of a challenge, I'll be honest. Like, when it comes to something that I can see that it's going to stretch me, of course I get nervous, of course I get scared, especially, for example, the lunch-ons, YouTube, but I know that on the other side there's a better spa. So like, it's always just like motivating me, like, yes, you're scared right now, but on that other side you are so much better than what you are right now. So I think that's another part that keeps me going. That's where I get my zeal and my drive. I think I just know that, yes, it's scary now, but on the other side, when you get to the other side, when you overcome it, you're going to be unstoppable. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. Okay, next question. Hellos, hi. We'll just like to know if you have any plans in having kids or a child anytime soon, or is it after marriage? Okay, good question. I mean, this is okay. I'm glad that none of you are saying, are you pregnant? But rather, would you like to have kids? I think it's important to have these kind of conversations, because you guys have been with me along this journey, and you guys are evolving with me. And so I don't know if I've told you guys this. So yeah, I do want to have children one day. I would love to have children. I would love to be a mom. So I don't have like a time when, in terms of age, but I know that I would love to have children once I'm married, just so that I'm having children with my husband, and we have plans, and we are a family, and not that people who aren't married aren't families, but just to me and my desire, so yeah, that's what I want, and I do want to have children. Hope that answers your question. All right, how did you make the friends that you now have in China? I think I've mentioned this a lot. Just getting out there, going to different events, not just daytime stuff. Also, groups are a great way to make friends. But just like, I really think getting out of your comfort zone is a great way to make friends in a foreign country. For me, also through mutual friends that we meet. Like, one of my closest friends right now is someone that I met through a mutual friend. So yeah, it's really has been. It has to be sometimes organic, but also you really need to be intentional and go out and meet people so that you can make friends. So yeah. Hey Sba, I'd like to know about your family. Okay, so I don't know like how to answer this question, but I think I come from a big family in terms of like Miss Bala song, like when we have get together, Sibaba Ning. But when I go home, and you guys saw when I went home, that family home did have my grandpa, my grandma, my mom before she got married, my aunts, which is her sister, my uncles. I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 uncles, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 4 uncles, my sister, my cousin, which is my aunt's son. And yeah, that is like those are the people that I consider my family, my family, and then extended family, So yeah, I come from a biggish family. If you know me, you know that abantu bakamkhize are like sibaningi imbali. So when we do get together ekhaya kuyabonakala kugcwele, things like that. And then my paternal side of the family is a little bit smaller. I'm not as close to them as I am with my maternal family. So yeah. Okay, hey my beautiful Misbah, hey my darling beautiful honey. I'd like to find out how it's going with learning Chinese. Love you Lozuke sana. It's going amazing. I can say a lot of things. I can speak a lot of Chinese, more than I ever did. But one thing about Chinese, guys, it will humble you, and you really need to be patient with yourself. You need to do your homework. And yeah, like we took a break a bit during when did we have a break? Now, like during Chinese New Year, January. So we just got back now, and the group is bigger, so it's more competitive. But yeah, man, it's been really good. I've learned like general things. I know how to speak to the delivery man, speak to the DD driver, order things. I know my numbers. I know how to go shopping. So yeah, like those kind of things. Yeah. But you guys have picked it up in my vlogs, which I love. So you'll see me speak more Chinese in the future. Okay, next question. Hi Spa, is your boyfriend American? No, he is not American. He is South African. I got a lot of those questions actually. What nationality is he? South African. Okay, next question. Hi Spa, in 5 years, do you think you will still be teaching in China or considering moving somewhere else? You seem content. God, I love you. Get my DNA content. Love you loads. Sana. Yes, probably gonna be here for the next 5 years, mainly because I've just re-signed the contract. 2 years. So I don't know as far as 5, but as far as 3, yep, your girl's still gonna be here. But I do want to switch it up in terms of just my career, not like change jobs, but like get some certifications in different things, because my school, like you guys know, is an international school and it is an IB school, and so I really want to see what I can study towards kind of getting myself more equipped to be a better primary school teacher. So I want to do the PYP under the IB program. I still am researching about it, trying to find a school to do it with, and just talking to my colleagues. But I think it's like, good to kind of evolve. And so for me, being content also comes with growth, and being content in my career also comes with developing myself and kind of being comfortable in the field, knowing different things. And so that's what I'm trying to do in the next 2 to 3 years. And yeah, I hope you guys are going to, I'm hoping to document most of it so you guys can see that, because you guys did come along with me on my Moreland journey, and that was really, really good. A lot of people on this channel have actually enrolled with Moreland, so it's been really exciting to see us, be empowered and study further and just be, educated people. Love it so much for us. And yeah, so I will definitely be doing more studying and definitely be teaching. I love teaching. Teaching has been just something for me that has been so much a source of joy and a source of stability in my career. I think also just like, it's crazy because I didn't know how patient I was until I became a teacher, and so it's taught me so much patience and and extending some compassion towards the kids and the parents and my colleagues. Yeah, so it's really been an amazing journey, so yeah. All right, so let's go to the Instagreasy. If you don't follow me on Instagreasy, what are you waiting for? My handle is @letsbarblossom on Instagram. I think we're on the road to like 20k not subscribers, followers. So please do follow me if you don't already. Let me change this battery before it dies, and then we'll start the Instagram questions. Okay, so now let's answer the Instagram questions. These ones are very different from the YouTube ones, so I thought let's get both in there so you guys can get a little bit of variety. Okay, so the first one is, do you plan on moving back to SA in the future? Not in the next 5 years or 5 to 10 years. I think maybe retirement or like later on. But I am not really going to do it anytime soon, permanently, God willing. So yeah, I really don't want to be a permanent resident in South Africa, because I feel like there's so many things to see and I'm still young. But I think retirement maybe, definitely, or like, I don't know, like in my 50s. I don't know. So yeah, maybe. Next question, how tall are you? I am 175 centimeters, so 1.75 meters. For how long are you planning to stay in China? Have you always wanted to be a teacher? So like I said in the previous answer, I do have plans to stay here for the next 5 to 8 years maybe. I'm throwing that number out, but I don't know, guys, what God has in store for me. And have I always wanted to be a teacher? No. I thought I would be a sports coach. I thought I would be like okay, first I studied sports science because I wanted to coach, né? And then when I was in sports science, I was like, oh, I want to be a physiotherapist. Oh, I want to be a biokineticist. And then I studied and I finished and I'm like, I can say Benzi. And then I was like, okay, let's go work in a non-profit and be in marketing. And then I was in marketing for a bit. And then I'm like, okay, let's go to China. So now I'm a teacher. So now I'm like, I'm going to be a teacher. I am a teacher kind of thing. So yeah, that's been the journey. But I never thought I would be a teacher. It's weird though because I was coaching. So I feel like I had the coaching and the working with children bug, but I had to kind of, you know, narrow it down and kind of find where I need to be. And so China was that place for me. Guys, this hair, honey! And we also have some layers. As you can see, it's distracting me. Okay, focus. Next question. What are your handbag essentials? Love that so much. It's funny because I have my handbag right here and I was out today, so I remember very clearly. I've got my Elizabeth Arden 11-hour cream, my hand cream, and I've got, is it 11 hours? Wait, is it 11 hours? Now I'm actually really interested. Yes, 8 hours, not 11 hours. I was son. Okay, so I've got that. Okay, let's go through it together. I always have my passports when I'm traveling. Like China, you don't go anywhere without your passports, especially when you're traveling in trains. So I have my passport. This is my little cover that I got. You guys say you love it so much. I got it in Thailand, so I can't share a link. I always have my charger. I always have cuticle oil for my nails. I love how we're doing what's in my bag now. I always have small little bags like these, okay? In one, I always have like tea or like something that is hot that I can make. Is this gonna be too much? Tampons, sorry gents watching this. Medicine of some sort. It's weird, I always have some flu medicine or something. So here I also had some pads. And then the other one is usually my AirPods. Lately I've also been traveling with my slow mag. I also got this in SA. This has been so good for my energy. As you guys can see, there's no need for money. Like in China, you pay, you know, get phone. So I have my phone always, and then I have toothpicks. I always travel with a bunch of toothpicks, and then I always have perfume. But perfume, and then my camera if I'm vlogging and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what's in my bag. I hope that answers your question thoroughly. I actually showed you guys what's in my bag. All right, next question. What tribe are you? Okay, I am Zulu Paka. I am a Zulu girl, and yeah, I'm Zulu. How are you? Has anyone filled your cup? This is such a nice question. Thank you for asking. Deep breaths, ma'am. Excitement. I could go on and on and on. How am I? I am at peace. I'm happy. I am in good spirits. Like my spirit is good. I'm also dealing with some internal battles that I can't really share here, but I have a lot of gratitude because I got to the other side. So there's gratitude. So gratitude and that kind of turmoil is living together inside of me. But overall, I'm doing really well. Is anyone filling my cup? Not anyone anytime recently, like yesterday, if we're talking about yesterday, but you guys have been amazing, and the people that are in my close circle have been amazing over the past month. Just like with amazing comments and just loving on me. Like you guys really don't have to, but you do. And also my friends and my boyfriend, just my family, everyone has been really amazing and just checking in on me, loving in on me and all that good stuff. Yeah, and I've been pouring into myself a lot, just like making time to move my body, eat well, taking care of myself, you know, getting good sleep, you know, preparing myself for things that I want to do, writing my visions down. And you guys know how much I love to, you know, do spa days and things like that, which is the stuff that takes care of the outside, but I do. And I have been taking a lot of time to take care of the inside as well, so that, you know, I can, you know, radiate from the inside out and be able to pour into your cups, you know, and other people in my life. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. All right, the next one is, how is dating in China? I'm thinking this person is South African, so I'm gonna compare it to dating in South Africa. It's different. It's different, man. It's different. I also think because it's in a foreign country, you just do things differently, you know. Not that you don't go on dates and things like that, but excuse me, a lot of people here are dating long distance, you know, because either, you know, there's no one in your city and you kind of had to find someone in a neighbor city or a city nearby, or even a city across the continent. And so, you know, it's a norm here to date long distance. It's a norm here to, you know, meet people online and date online for a while and then meet each other later on. What else? So that's just like generally, right? But for me, it's been different, you know, from South Africa. Lento yoguti, oh, let's go get in the car and drive and go here. Like, you can't do kind of stuff like that. You got to plan ahead of time. I will say it's been really great because of the vacations. Things are so easy to do here. You can fly to countries nearby, so couples vacations are easier. What else? Yeah, man, we like, everything else is generally the same in terms of just like dating and like the day-to-day stuff of dating. I will say that I don't see a lot of expats in day-to-day life, so like I don't really get unwanted male attention, you know. Like, say we are harmed, we are shared, like you don't have to deal with that kind of stuff in day-to-day life, you know. You just are dating your man in peace, and you don't get, you know, like bothered and stuff like that. But I will say, like, I remember when I was single, obviously people DM and people send messages and try to slide into your stuff, but it's really like you need to kind of also do background checks on people because people will say to you, oh no, like I'm this person, I'm a good person, da 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 da, and then when you ask around, it's like opposites, you know what I mean? So yeah, dating in China also, you really need to be aware and you need to have that discernment. You need to find out who are you dating, and you need to ask around, because sometimes people do portray a different image to you to kind of get to you, and then kanti umuntu is doing ezinye izinto behind your back, you know what I mean? So it's really important to do that. What else? Yeah, I hope I answered the question, but overall it's different, but not in a bad way, you know. It's like dating. It's general things that happen in dating. Yeah. All right, next question. Why do you work so hard, Spahle? Is the plan to retire early? You're making waves. Thank you so much, babes. I work hard because, sorry guys, my phone is going off here. Sorry, oh my gosh. I work hard because, why do I work hard? Guys, get to send a message and get a phone in. Okay, calm down. All right. Why do I work hard? I work hard because I'm driven. I'm like, you know, I have a zeal for life. I want to achieve a lot of things, so I don't sleep on myself. I believe in myself, and I know that I can do things that I set my mind on, you know. Yeah, and I love a good challenge. I love to prove people wrong. I'm sorry to say, not all the time, but I love to prove people wrong. That kind of is another motivating factor. Am I gonna retire early? I don't have a plan to retire early, but I would love to retire early. So I am working really hard to, you know, save up that coin so Umuntu can retire early and be a full-time content creator and content create if I want, you know what I mean, and have choices. So yeah. Next question. How do you deal with unwanted male attention? Oh my gosh, it's funny because I already said that a little bit, but guys, most of the time these people who give you attention, especially in the messages, are usually not brave enough to come to you face to face. So I generally just don't entertain the messages, but someone who comes up to me face to face, I do let them know I'm not interested, sorry, keep it moving. Like, it doesn't have to be an essay, it doesn't have to be a kumbaya moment. Like, I don't even know how to say. And generally people here are pretty respectful with boundaries. Some people have tried to, step over the line, but you put them into place and keep it moving. Keep it polite, keep it cute, keep it ladylike, but leave me alone. Simple. What led you to hosting? Good question. So I don't know if I told you guys this story before, but I went to my friends Mpo and Tabi's brunch and beat, and that event kind of sparked something inside of me. So it was so beautiful, and I will always tell this story, and this is what I love about visions, especially visions amongst peers and friends, that your vision can spark another idea and a vision in someone else's life. And that's why it's so important to follow through on the ideas that you have, follow through on the plans and the ideas or the visions that you might have inside of you, and don't be scared, because that will then start something up in someone else, stir something up in someone else. So yeah, at that lunch, at the brunch and beat, we were doing the makeup, we were eating brunch, sipping on champagne, and I loved that moment so much. And then I was like, this would be so amazing if it was minus the alcohol, and let's get some impactful conversations going, and so first it was that, it was like I personally needed the luncheon. If I had not being someone who wanted to host, I would have loved to attend the luncheon as an attendee, just to go there, because I love having conversations. I love ukuthi amantombazane, abantu besifazane singahlali nje sikhulume ngomgosi all day. Sometimes let's bring each other up, let's share resources, let's asibe nje abantu besifazane ababhizi abakhuluma ngezinto ezinomsoco, izinto ezine impact. So yeah, that's what I wanted. It was always just like, this is space that I want to create for women like me. And then after I did it, I was like, hold on, this is actually, let's do it like this now. Let's do it like that. And so that's how I started hosting, man. And yeah, hopefully one day I can host more in South Africa and, all the good stuff. Yeah, next question. Hey Sba, just wanted to know if you would consider shooting a video or doing a sit-down video on how to organize a luncheon. Yeah, I would definitely consider it. Yeah, I will think about it, see how I would lay it out. It's a lot, but it's not impossible, because clearly it's squinzy. So definitely we'll do it if I can get down to having it like a good layout for you guys, so it's not just me throwing a lot of information at you, but kind of giving you steps, Next question. How old are you? I am 31, turning 32 in December. Next question. I've been meaning to ask Guguti, where do you shop? Love your style. Thank you, my babes. I shop at Zara, H&M, and I shop Taobao. Taobao is like a shopping app here in China, so I do get some really nice steals on Taobao, things that fit me. But yeah, Zara, H&M, where else? That's the stuff that actually fits me here in China, guys. That's another thing, like Sishaosa Islan. I do like what's this, ASOS. Like, I used to shop a lot at ASOS when I was still in Beijing, and then not ASOS, sorry, Bershka and Forever 21, and then they closed it, and so all those brands moved to ASOS, and so it's kind of tricky to get stuff through ASOS. But lately I've been shopping on Mika's, of course. Mika's have been selling me goodies, and yeah, would love to shop on Shein, but we can't here in China. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. We can't get Shein shipped to China. If you know how to get Shein shipped in China to you, ngicela ubhale comment noma ungidm or usplug, or the girls in SA, you guys are living it up, ordering Shein zisuka la in China, but we can't even get Shein. Can you imagine? So yeah, that's where I shop. Oh, and Uniqlo. And Uniqlo is the formal way that I wear at work. Okay, latest skincare routine, please. It's coming. You guys have been asking and asking and asking. It's coming, I promise. So yeah, skincare routine, updated one. I will post it very, very soon. Next question. What advice would you give to someone with bad communication skills? What advice would I give someone with bad communication skills? Do you mean like you don't communication skills in terms of when you are speaking to someone, trying to express yourself, you aren't able to express yourself? In terms of just internally some issues you have, like being shy and things like that? Or is it a you just shut off when you need to communicate with people. Guys, sorry, there's something in my mouth. I'm gonna answer the second one because I feel like in my guts it's telling me it's the second one. So if it's that, I'm generally someone who has good communication skills in terms of I can articulate something that I want to say, I can articulate how I feel, but I do have a toxic trait of shutting off when I don't feel like I'm being understood. And so one of the tools that my first therapist ever taught me was that the person that you're talking to cannot get into your head. They cannot understand how your head works unless you walk them through your thoughts and your feelings. And so I think for me it was a thing of I need to kind of like extend some compassion and understanding, especially if it's something that, you know, is a little bit detailed or has some depth to it and kind of needs someone to kind of, you know, there has to be a conversation back and forth about it, kind of thing, and I kind of give up and be like, you don't want to understand me, I'm just gonna walk away. So number one, it's important to kind of have that compassion and have that alert in your mind. Secondly, yeah, tone is so important, man. How you speak to someone, how you communicate with them. Never lose respect. Don't use a disrespectful tone. Speak to them the way you would like someone to speak to you. And yeah, man, I just think like when it comes to just communication, it's super important to understand that they can't read your head. They can't read what's happening inside of you. And most of the time, by you getting defensive, you are actually making the problem worse. So just let your guard down and speak your heart and ask them to ask questions if they are unsure. And if so, sometimes, another thing that I remember she told me was like, if you feel like the person is not understanding you, get them to repeat what you said to them so that you hear what they got, so that you can rectify. You know what I mean? I don't know. I hope I'm answering your question about that part of communication. All right. Travel destination you repeat in a heartbeat. Travel destination you'd never visit again. Ooh, I don't have one I'd never visit again because everywhere I've been, top tier. They've had their highs and their lows, but I feel like that's a part of traveling. Every single place has its, you know, goods and bads, and it's just part of the journey and part of being a traveling person, you know, a tourist. And then travel destination I'd repeat in a heartbeat. Ooh, Germany. I loved going to Germany so much. I remember I was still working for the non-profit organization and we went there for a sports summit. And I remember we went to Munich, we went to Frankfurt. It was amazing. Beautiful country, so clean. The food I quite enjoyed. Something that stood out for me so much was how just friendly everyone was. Everything was super convenient, and much like China, it was just like I could live here, you know. So I would love to go there again. You guys know how much I love islands, so 100% I would choose islands as well. But I feel like there are so many more islands to see in the world, so I wouldn't repeat an island. But Germany definitely. So yeah, hope that answers your question. Next question. Any medical aid that's international? Yes, 100%. There are so many international medical aid agencies and companies in the world. You can find them on Google, and you know, you can search that up. I am with MSH. MSH is international, and they do have a China branch, and so that allows me to also have care. If anything has to happen to me outside of China, I can get care there. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. Alrighty, those are all the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed them. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing my answers. Thank you for putting all these questions together, guys, and asking. Like, you guys, your engagement really keeps this channel going, so I really appreciate it so much. Give this video a big thumbs up if you haven't already. We are on the road to 28k and ultimately set 30k and ultimately set 50k. So yeah, my loves, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Mwah.